Hi folks. Our dad commented the other day on my recent paintings, saying how he's noticed that the recent ones have had a little bit more bolder colours, brighter colours, stronger contrasts. And I thought for a minute, well, I wonder why this is. And then it dawned on me the importance of trying different mediums with your artwork, because recently I've been painting oils, and what I like about oils is the fact that you can apply them thick, so you get much stronger colour on the canvas than what you do with watercolours, especially if you're using too much water and it's all washed out and whatnot. It's a lot easier to get stronger colours with oil painting, just slapping it on thick, especially if you're using a palette knife, which I wasn't even using brushes, just scraping it straight on with the knife. And I think what this has helped with in trying to replicate that, because I like that effect, so in trying to get that same sort of effect with watercolours, it's helped me develop a better sense of colour and contrasts with the doing it on paper with the watercolours. So I thought, well, how can I get it on nice and thick? So what I've done, because I don't scrape it straight, I don't use it straight from the tube, I use it on a dry palette. So what I've been doing, instead of just using a little bit of colour, a little bit of paint on the palette, I've been putting it on extra thick. So it's probably about 2 inches square now, the colour on the palette. So even though it's dry, once I've got the height brush on it, I can get it off really, really strong, and sometimes it'll get really sticky. So I've got the best of both worlds. I've got it dry, plus it's really sticky, so it's almost the same as using it straight out of the tube. So with plenty of paint on the brush, then I can use what I've learned in oil paintings, I can try and replicate that in watercolour. And as a result, recently I've been trying to get really strong, bright, bold colours and really strong contrasts in my watercolour painting. And I think that's what our dad was referring to. So I mean, my advice to anyone painting would be to diversify as much as you can. If you've just been doing watercolours, try oils, vice versa, or pastels, or anything really, acrylics. Try loads of different mediums, and you'll learn a little bit from each one and take that into another medium, whichever your preferred one is. And it really helps you develop more, I think. I think if you just paint with one medium like I did for watercolours for so long, for ages, you run into a few dead ends and go a little bit stale. That's why it's important to mix it up and try different things.